My next question to myself is, how can a good student add to a good environment? And then we want to know, what are some of the expectations some of the good students have? Well, at the end, they're going to give a little piece of advice and a lot more. Christine, I want to ask you, what are some of the secret codes of unlocking treasure chests of being a top-notch student?
I think being a good student, in my opinion, would be number one, make sure you're always paying attention and listen. Number two, be respectful to your teachers and your classmates. Number three, always and every time, always get your work done.
Got it, girl. Got it, girl. Elena, somebody I've been looking into a few classrooms, and I've definitely been seeing a lot of good scholars when it comes down to it, especially in the PhD Academy, and yourself also. How can you teach me how to become a superhero in the classroom without wearing it?
So, really like good things and really better student and respectful and looking to teacher at all times.
I like that. I like it. Jessica, when you walk in a classroom, sometimes it's really hard as a student, especially at a young age, being the cool student and the smart student. I want to ask you, when you walk in a classroom and you're on a tightrope walk, how do you become the smart student and the cool student at the same time?
So, how to be a smart student? Kind of like what I'm doing is like to get good grades and to respect the teacher and listen to the teacher.
Okay. And looking at that, and looking at respecting, you guys, all three of you have said those words of respecting the teacher. What does that look like, Christina, when it comes to respecting the teacher?
When it comes to respecting your teachers, just, if I want to respect my teachers, I always want to make sure, like, to think in my mind, like, what if I did this to them? How would that make them feel? You always need to remember, like, like to put them in, like, you need to put yourself in their shoes. Like, before you gotta think before you act. You gotta think before you do something that could probably hurt something or make the teacher mad at you, or it could hurt somebody else and make you, just also be mad. There's a lot of feelings that come with it. I mean, one thing that I did learn from my mom was if you sow a seed of, kindness, you'll get kindness back, but if you sow a seed of anger, you'll get angry fruit.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with that being said, we'll be back with some of the beautiful students of PhD Academy and the ChatterBoxx right after this.
Academy is where we learn to work and play. We love to problem solve every day. We do our science, technology, engineering, art, math, and music. We do our personal best at the PhD Academy.
We're back with the students of PhD Academy. I have three new students here at PhD Academy here. Introduce yourselves. All right. With that being said, let's just get right into it. We're talking about success of students. How can they pick up students that are, we'll say, struggling? We're gonna go with this. How does your parents and guardians add to you guys becoming a good student, Dolores?
They tell me to always respect my teachers and they just tell me to try my best, do everything I can, and just be the best as I can possibly.
Got a girl. I know when you guys are walking up and down these hallways, there's a lot of pressures up in these hallways. A lot of pressure, a lot of peer pressure. What is the biggest pressure when it comes to becoming a good student?
You have a lot of classes that are not listening or just keep going. And you're the only one that is listening. And it's telling that you're doing it to stop getting or something that we have to stop.
So they're not being courteous, and they're not being polite.
Very close with it in simple classification when you're doing that.
When it comes to what's going on at CHC Academy, I need each one of you to give one piece of advice to a struggling student that just wants to become a good student. Kendall.
In my opinion, I would say that you don't want to keep going to the office, because once you go to the office, more or less opportunity. And it's not too much harder. So I would say that this would be the best person to learn how to
Dolores?
stay away from the background and look at it.
Yo-yo. They gave a nice piece of advice. And with that being said, we're going to wrap this up right after this. You know, on the solar team competition. How do you guys feel now? How do you feel about that? What did you learn?
What I learned was, I learned a lot about electricity, solar panels, wiring, series, parallel, and some of our team weren't there, so I had to take care of some bits, especially like the wiring. It was loud. I want to pass it on to Demore now. How did you feel?
I felt really proud and
Yes, amazing. How about you, Jessica? How do you feel?
I felt great, especially when my team won second place.
That's y'all won first, second, and third, didn't you?
Well, we won best teamwork.
Okay, and that's huge.
Yeah, we won.
That's huge. I think that's the one that you guys should be the most proud of when it comes down to best teamwork. Because I mean, when it comes to like you guys gotta work as a team, you know.
And it was mostly the career class that was first place, then it was the second class that won second place.
There you go. Well, congratulations, you guys, on your win.
Chatter later.